What's up, guys? I'm Nell.
And I'm KJ.
And we're the hosts of Millennial Talk. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Millennial Talk. Today we are here with Courtney.
And today's topic is trash talking your ex and then getting back with them. Or friends that do it. So often we have friends, and sometimes we do it ourselves. We get into a relationship and it's wonderful, but as soon as things go bad, we break up with them, or your friends break up with their exes, and then they go and trash talk them to all of their friends. And you have us feeling some type of way, or I'll have you guys feeling some type of way. And then it gets to the point where you guys get back to them. And then at that point, as a friend, what do you do?
Honest to God, this happens to me all the time because I'm the single friend in the group all the time. So people be trash talking about their boyfriends, and then I be like, all right, then I give all this advice, and nobody ever listens to me about anything I say advice wise, and they be like, and then they get back with you and they be like, oh no, you were right, and I'm like, I don't want to hear that I was right unless you was gonna follow my advice. Don't tell me nothing about dude. I don't want to hear about dude. Matter of fact, anybody who's my friend, if you see this now, if you get with a raggedy dude that you know ain't nothing, don't tell me nothing. Because I'm gonna tell you about yourself, and I'm not gonna care. Just like that, point blank, period, in that order.
Noted.
Wow.
No, this topic made me mad because people really be irritating me with this. I
think
feel this.
The thing that kind of gets me most is when it's just like, as your friend, it's like when you're in a relationship, I'm definitely gonna tell you when you're wrong, but I'm always gonna like be there for you. So if you're a girl, like if you're a girl and I'm your friend, and you break up with your boyfriend or girlfriend, depending on your preference. When you break up with your significant other, and if you tell me, like, oh my God, I can't stand them because they did this, and that to me, and that's gonna make me upset because they did this, and that to you. Don't go back and date them. Because I'm still going to be upset at them.
That's what I was going to say. It's like now you're stuck in this position of being angry and not liking this person that you probably don't even really know.
Yes.
Because they told you all these horrible things.
Exactly.
And now that they're back, it's like, shit, so now do we not hate them anymore? So this reminds me, I don't know if you guys remember. I'm sure you do. But like last year, I think it was somewhere around this time last year, I had an event. And there was somebody that came to the event that was upset about something. And I asked them, because I didn't know what the extent of the situation was. I didn't know what went on. I just knew that something happened. And so I asked him, I was like, so are we, like, is this like a don't say his name kind of thing? Like, is this like a, what is the guy name from Harry Potter?
Voldemort.
Yeah, is it like a that kind of
thing?
Yeah, like we don't talk about him, like he doesn't exist, he's dead to us? Or is it like y'all just got into a fight or whatever, and like, you guys are just disagreeing, maybe like in a couple weeks, couple months, things will settle down and be okay.
I was so confused.
And they like went off on me. But that was the reason why I asked that question, because I'm like, at this point, my question is, how mad should I be at them?
Yes.
Like, regardless, I'm going to support you and be there for you. But like, should I hate this person for no reason because you hate them? Or like, should I be like open to like them possibly coming back into your life?
Because you don't want to be confused.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh wait, I thought dude was, no, okay,
right.
He not? Oh, okay.
Like, I don't know. I'm sure everybody at some point has been in that situation where like you said, like your friend trash talks their ex, and then the next thing you know, without them telling you, apparently at some point they got back
miraculous
together.
thing.
And they just pop up and you're like, I thought we didn't.
You know what
him.
happened to me? One of my best friends, it was with her ex-boyfriend. She got back with dude for 4 months before she told me, because she knew the type of person I am. She knew. My other best friend knew and was like, she kept saying, you need to tell Courtney. You need to tell Courtney, because if Courtney find out and you didn't tell her, you know this about to be a whole nother situation. Don't lie to me. I don't like liars. Please don't ever lie to me. I will find out. You don't know that I'll find out, but I will find out. I am the type of person that finds out everything. So
that was now.
when you need somebody to find out some tea, I'm who you need to call.
You see, it kind of just bugged me because there's no class for it. Like, you don't brief me on it. Like, I can see if you sit down with me and you have a talk with me before you get back with them, or even after you get back with them, because like a lot of my friends, they will get back with them and they in their mind they don't owe me an explanation. And to an extent you don't.
Right.
But
if we're gonna be in the same place at the same time, I need to know that like we're accepting him back.
Exactly.
Like,
because
otherwise it's like
yeah, because in my mind if he shows up
power of Christ compels me.
yes. And it's like, in my mind, if he shows up,
We fighting.
I'm ready to go.
On site.
Like, I'm on go. You can't do that. You need to brief me and say, okay, listen, when I was like, I was angry when we were talking, and like, a lot of things that I told you, I just like over exaggerated. I was really just in a bad place, and I was just upset because he broke up with me. I can understand that at that
True,
point.
factual.
But don't go through all this stuff and say you hate him, you can't stand him, like you hope all these things on him, and then 2 weeks later y'all get back together, and then you have me sitting here like, okay, so do you still want me to fight him next time I see him, or
Like, are we cool?
Are y'all good now? Like, should I try to be friends with him?
Right.
Have y'all ever had somebody tell you, okay, this is the situation I was in with the same friend. This is the situation I was in. She and dude stopped messing with each other. She wanted me to message dude and cuss him out. Bruh, on everything. She wanted me, and I told her no. I said, you're not about to put me in this situation.
Yeah, that's weird.
Like,
it's one thing
literally-
for you to decide, like, I'm gonna stick up for my friend, but it's weird for her to ask you to do that. That's
and
a little weird.
It was a whole argument that whole night because I didn't want to do it, and the other friend did it.
That's weird.
I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that because then I know for a fact you're gonna get back with dude, and then I'm
And you gonna be looking stupid.
Yes.
That was on like an episode of Grownish. Did y'all see Grownish this week?
No.
I haven't started.
Okay, see, no, I'm not even about to say nothing. Never mind. It's
No,
just
I
know that
didn't-
this
I didn't see
scenario,
this week's episode.
this scenario, something like this, was kind of on Grownish. Just let that be known.
Interesting. I wish I had watched it now.
I thought y'all watched it this week.
I do watch it. I usually watch it on Hulu or like on demand or something like after it
Oh,
comes
I'll
out.
be watching the same.
So it
time.
came out what, like 2 days ago? So I'll probably watch it like tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm gonna need you to hurry up.
I gotta get started. I have to finish my seasons. I kind of just started Jane the Virgin, and it's really good.
I know
Grownish
it
is
is.
probably the best, like one of the best shows I've ever seen in a long time.
Interesting.
Like it's probably just as good
100%
as like
agree.
a different world.
They did
I
a
have to
different
check
world
it out.
intro and played.
It's really good. It's, like I said, it's one of the best shows that I've ever seen. Like the writing is really good. It's really clever. I think it hits on a lot of like very relevant topics. It's very relatable. I think it's relatable like regardless of your gender, regardless of your sexuality, regardless of your race. I mean, obviously like it kind of is more geared toward the African American people, but I think that the stuff that they talk about is so universal that it really doesn't matter. And I'm not surprised that a topic like this ended up on that show. That doesn't surprise me.
That's
at
why I
all.
was so excited. I was like, oh my god, this just happened this week.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, yeah, I don't know. I guess like a piece of advice I would give for people who, want to break up with their ex and then, trash talk them and then get back with them.
I say hold on.
Not saying that this is a plan. I wouldn't say necessarily hold off. I would say hold off on who you tell it to. Because I know, like, when I was in a relationship, if I ever had issues, I really didn't talk about my issues outside of my relationship, one. But number two, if I did find myself doing it, I do it with somebody that I didn't know, that I probably wouldn't see again. If I was out just with,
Interesting.
by myself, I meet a random person, connect with them, just talk to them randomly. I'm like, yeah, I'm going through problems with, and this is what happened, and so on and so forth. And I never see them again. That way, I got it out. I'm able to, let off all that negative energy, and then go back to my relationship and, do great things.
You know what I think is worse than friends, family. Don't tell your family.
Because your family's going to hold it over you. I mean, I will too. But
Like I'm like in your head, but your family member is like there. Like they're just like, so what's up with dude? He coming to the family reunion? We don't want him here.
yeah.
He can't come. Like I seen it.
One of my older brothers, his ex-girlfriend, she can never come. Like, no matter if they start dating again, she can never come to any of our family functions at all. Like, she's completely
Just like that,
banned.
cut off.
Because it's like, when you do something to a point where you hurt one of our family members, it's like, ain't no second chances. We didn't know you, so you didn't have a first chance to get. So, like, there's no second chances. If you're a family member, it's different. But, like, you're not really in our family, so that's how it go. And that's how I see it, like, with friendships, too. It's just like, I don't know you from Adam and Eve. So why am I going to give you a second chance when I didn't know you in the first place? So, I don't know. I see it like that, especially since I don't see myself being friends with them anyway. Like, outside of this relationship, like, if I met them, like, by myself, I probably wouldn't be friends with them anyway. So, me not liking them is not an inconvenience to me anyway.
Right.
So, I say anyway a lot. Just
No, I was gonna say, so to your point about either not talking about it or talking about it with strangers, I wouldn't say that not talking about it
well, I
is a good
said keep
answer.
it within
but-
your relationship.
Well, even then, because like if you're having an issue with your significant other, there are situations where, and I'm trying to figure out how to say this without like triggering someone or like without bringing up specific people or stories.
Basically,
but like if you're having an issue with you and your significant other, you might need some outside perspective or help or advice or something.
Yeah.
So by not telling anyone around you, you might be making some bad decisions because you're not getting any other perspectives.
Definitely.
But I think what you said about, like, not saying that you should go out and just talk to a stranger, but I do kind of think that's an interesting way to handle it. To talk to somebody that doesn't know you or doesn't know them, that way they're going to give you an unbiased opinion. I think that's really good.
I feel like you should tell the level-headed friend, not the best friend. Sometimes tell the level-headed friend, not the best friend, because the best friend, nah, I'm the best friend. Don't tell me. Like but then if you don't tell me, then I'll feel that way. But like the level-headed friend.
So you can't win with Courtney.
I really think it depends because, like, I like to think that I'm that friend to where if you tell me you and your ex just broke up and you're mad at them, I'm going to ask questions. What did they do? Why did you guys break up? What led you up to this point?
I do ask a lot of questions.
And then
a lot of questions.
I was like, okay, so what did you do? And I didn't do anything. So you're saying you're perfect because I've been your friend for 3 years and you get on my nerves. You're getting on my nerves right now. So it's just like you have to be able to, because you have some friends who'll do what I did and ask questions. You have some people who just jump on the train immediately, but when we gonna fight?
Fight first, ask
when we
questions
gonna fight?
later.
I'm not like that. Okay, I'm not that bad. I swear I'm not that bad. I never been that bad.
When I was in high school, I was like, let's get in the car. Like, we about to go handle it.
We gonna pull up?
But now I realize that, like, I love my friends. I love you guys dearly. I really do.
Look at the camera.
But we don't really act in a rational way once we have, like, bad breakups. Because when most people go through bad breakups, they just want to be right. That's all they're looking. They're looking for validation. They're looking to be right. They're looking for someone to say they were wrong for that and you didn't deserve it. And in reality, it could be they were wrong for that, but you were also wrong for that. And I think everyone needs that friend to be able to tell them that. If you don't have that friend, go find one. Because and it could be your mama.
That's why I would say, like, don't tell family. I think that sometimes, like, a sibling or a cousin or, like, the cool aunt or something like that, like, that could be the person that you should be talking to.
Sometimes, but it's questionable because I literally was watching X on the Beach. I said I was not gonna watch this season, but I got hooked the other day. So I was watching X on the Beach, and the sister hooked up the sister and the guy together, and then she was like, she did a surprise pop up. And she was like, you don't need to be with him because he did this, and this. And the girl was questioning her whole thing because her sister was like her best friend. And she's like, maybe I shouldn't be with him. So she was just like shutting it down. So it's like, sometimes you can't tell family, but sometimes if you know your family.
You have to know who you can tell. I'm not saying that you should definitely tell your family, but I don't know which one of you said it, but one of you was like, don't tell family. I don't think that you should automatically rule out your family just because, like, oh, their family, they're going to go crazy. Like, you have to know your family, know how they're going to react, to know if you can
I said don't tell my family.
I'm like,
my family. But I will sort of retract that statement. I can tell my mom.
Right.
Because my mom will be rational about it. Like, when me and one of my best friends had a falling out, like, and my mom, like, Mom, you're supposed to have my side. She goes, yeah, well, I also known him for 7 years. And I know that, like, if he hurt you, he didn't mean to hurt you. And, like, me and him didn't talk for a year. It's my friend Javon. Hey, Javon. And, like, when we, like, fell out, like, my mom was like, all right, you need to fix it. And I was like, no, like, F him, all these different things. I was just so upset. And, I mean, we're still friends. And I'm glad that, my mom was like that voice of reasoning. Because if it was just me, like, me and him probably wouldn't be friends right now.
Right. That's what I say. Sometimes you need that outside perspective. And I don't know who's watching this. Like, I don't want young people to see this and be like, oh, I shouldn't talk to my family. Like, you probably, like I said, depend on what your family situation is. Everybody's family situation is different. But don't just immediately or automatically rule out family. Like, that might be the best people that you can talk to.
Let me rephrase what I said. I don't mean don't tell your family. I mean don't tell the whole family. Because when you tell the whole family, like you sitting at the table and it's the cookout for that day, and you just sitting at the big table, the big table, and you sitting there talking about him the whole time, just dragging him for filth. And then everybody looking at him at the family reunion like...
You just gotta know your family. Know your family. Because you're always gonna have the people in your family that's gonna be reasonable.
Right.
You just gotta know who they are.
You see the auntie, the cool auntie, I'm just saying. Everybody got a cool auntie, I'm just saying. Well, usually...
My aunties be on go.
I don't even have any aunts, so... Not any, like, direct... I have, like, great aunts.
99.9% of the world has a cool auntie.
Oh, mine.
Yeah.
About 95% have the cool auntie. I got a cool auntie on the list.
Well, that's good.
My aunties be on go.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
A bad thing.
Oh, okay.
Mine's level-headed.
For all you future girls out there, I just want to let you know.
You say future girls?
Yeah.
Are
they not girls yet?
No, he's
Like,
trying to get the
transitioning?
ladies.
For like my relationship.
Like your future girl. I'm like, people
Well,
transition.
wait, if you let me, if you let me finish my statement, maybe you'll
What about
understand.
people that are-
Understood you, KJ.
I'm like, what about people that are already
All
girls?
about context clues now. If
I'm
you
like,
if you can't
Is he
read
talking to
half,
me because I'm already a girl?
you can't read half the
You
sentence
some
and
type of
expect to.
special. Because he
can't
went over
read-
here. I got what you meant.
She just stay trying to come for me every video.
I was just trying to be. I'm like,
Anyway, like I was saying, for all of my future girlfriends or future girlfriend,
I see.
if we have a falling out, I will try my best. I probably won't tell my aunts
Don't drag
because they will find you.
yikes. All right.
Fight your hair.
And my aunts aren't really they're not really old. They're like maybe 7 years older than me, 5 years older than me.
God.
So they still ready to go.
They all right.
And they will go.
Yikes.
That's scary, just a little bit.
But I won't let them hurt you.
All right. Well, moving on from that
confidence
slight
you had.
threat, I think that just happened. I'm not sure if that was a threat or like
It's not a threat, it's a warning.
It's a promise.
I'm
it's
scared.
a promise.
We're just gonna move away from that
It was
conversation.
a warning.
All right.
All the
Well,
ladies,
be warned, I guess.
be scared.
But what I was gonna say was, I think that another option, aside from like knowing who you can talk to, because sometimes you don't know until you've messed up. Like for example, like maybe I don't know that I can't tell Courtney certain things until I've already told her and seen what her reaction is. So like now I know going forward not to tell Courtney,
Yeah.
whatever things. But until you mess up, you might not know. So what might be not a better solution, but an alternative solution, if you can't figure out who's gonna react crazy or whatever, would be to just communicate with people, like keep people up to date on what's going on. So like if you broke up, okay, let them know you broke up. You told them that story, they're a piece of crap, whatever. But now that you're getting back together or he apologized, whatever, like update that friend that you told them
Like,
they're a piece of crap,
explain the
they know.
situation
Yeah, so
very
they
well.
know. Like don't just bring him around like, oh yeah, like you remember Bob, like
Yeah.
I remember that we was about to fight Bob, like
Exactly what I said earlier. Make sure you brief your friends.
yeah, make sure you keep them abreast on what's going on. Like that's the main thing. Like don't no surprises, put it that way.
Because you can get surprised at a reaction. Our reaction. I'm trying
Awkward
to tell you.
fight breakout all of a sudden.
Yeah, so basically, I guess the big takeaways from this is communicate with your friends. And
Continuously,
also,
like don't just tell them one thing and then drop off and like 2 months later, like surprise, like
If that happened to me, it's not
continual
fun.
updates.
and
fine.
know which friends to tell, which friends not to tell, and which family members to tell, which family members not to tell. But it's also very important to have an outlet. And I know a lot of us, like a lot of guys, I can speak for guys that we're not, I don't want to say it's a guy-girl thing, but it's more, I know it's more common with girls to go and tell people about their relationships. But with guys, we also need an outlet.
Yeah,
And
mental
if you
health
need-
is important regardless of the gender.
So it's just like, if you need to talk to somebody, talk to somebody. Because like my outlet, our outlets, we usually say it can be our games, it can be our music, but it's I think that's one way to calm you down, but it's not an outlet per se, because you're not able to express yourself and you're not able to get everything out. So try your best to get it out to people. It's very important. Yeah. But all right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Make sure you comment down below. Do you have any extra advice for us on relationships? Talking
Have you been
to
in
your
this
friends?
situation before?
Yeah.
What has your
Like me?
experience been like with friends trash talking their ex and then getting back together with them? Let us
Yeah.
know your experience down below in the comments.
Yeah, and make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you can get a notification every single time that we post a video. Have a great day, guys. Bye.